Hello, my friends. Today we are going to do the vegetarian diet. Let's start. I'm so excited to know the information about it. Let's go to the second slide and know about it. What is the vegetarian diet? The vegetarian diet comprises fruits, vegetables, and grains, and there are several types. There are Lacto-Ovo Vegetarian who eat eggs, Ovo Vegetarians who only eat eggs, and pescatarians whose main focus is fish. Types of this diet. Number 1, vegan. Vegans do not consume any animal products or byproducts. So vegans, of course, do not consume red or white meats, fish or fowl. They also do not consume eggs and dairy. Vegans do not use honey or beeswax, gelatin, and any other animal byproduct ingredients or products. Vegans typically do not use animal products such as silk, leather, and wool as well. Number 2, lacto-vegetarian. Lacto-vegetarians do not eat red or white meat, fish, fowls, or eggs. However, lacto-vegetarians do consume dairy products such as cheese, milk, and yogurt. Number 3, Ovo Vegetarian. Ovo vegetarians do not eat red or white meat, fish, fowl, or dairy products. However, ovo vegetarians do consume egg products. Number 4, Lacto-Ovo Vegetarian. Lacto-Ovo vegetarians do not consume red meat, white meat, fish, or fowl. However, Lacto-Ovo vegetarians do consume dairy products and egg products. This is the most common type of vegetarian. Number 5, pescatarian. Pescatarian. Well, technically not a type of vegetarian. These individuals do restrict their meat consumption to fish and seafood only. Pescatarians do not consume red meat, white meat, or fowl. This is considered a semi-vegetarian or flexitarian diet. Types of this diet, part 2. Number 6, Politarian. Much like the pescatarian, this semi-vegetarian diet restricts meat consumption to poultry and fowl only and is not officially considered a vegetarian. Politarians do not consume red meat or fish and seafood. Number 7, Flexitarian. A plant-based diet with the occasional meat item on the menu. These folks do their best to limit meat intake as much as possible, and they have an almost entirely plant-based diet. This is not technically considered a vegetarian diet, but we commend the effort. Positives, negatives? Well, there's positives and negatives. The positives is higher intake of protein, increased fiber in the diet, low fat content. Negatives, limited options due to fewer types of food to choose from. Health benefits. Vegetarian diets are associated with a number of health benefits. In fact, studies show that vegetarians tend to have better diet quality than meat eaters and a high intake of important nutrients like fiber, vitamin C, vitamin E, and magnesium. A vegetarian diet may provide several other health boosts as well, may enhance weight loss. Switching to a vegetarian diet can be an effective strategy if you're looking to lose weight. In fact, one review of 12 studies noted that vegetarians on average experienced 4.5 more pounds, like 2 kilograms of weight loss over 18 weeks than non-vegetarians. Similarly, a six-month study in 74 people with a type 2 diabetes demonstrated that vegetarian diets were nearly twice as effective at reducing body weight than low-calorie diets. Plus, a study in nearly 61,000 adults showed that vegetarians tend to have a lower body mass index, BMI, that omnivores, BMI being a measurement of body fat based on height and weight, may reduce cancer risk. Some research suggests that a vegetarian diet may be linked to a lower risk of a cancer, including those of the breast, colon, rectum, and stomach. However, current research is limited to observational studies, which cannot provide a cause and effect relationship. Keep in mind that some studies have turned up inconsistent findings. Therefore, more research is needed to understand how vegetarianism may impact cancer risk, may stabilize blood sugar. Several studies indicate that vegetarian diets may help maintain healthy blood sugar levels. For instance, one review of 6 studies linked vegetarianism to improve blood sugar control in people with type 2 diabetes. Vegetarian diets may also prevent diabetes from stabilizing blood sugar levels in the long term. According to one study in 2,918 people, switching from a non-vegetarian to a vegetarian diet was associated with a 53% reduced risk of diabetes over an average of 5 years. Promotes heart health. Vegetarian diets reduce several heart disease risk factors to help keep your heart healthy and strong. One study in 76 people tied vegetarian diets to lower level of triglycerides, total cholesterol, and bad LDL cholesterol, all of which are risk factors for heart disease when elevated. Similarly, another recent study in 118 people found that a low-calorie vegetarian diet was more effective at reducing bad LDL cholesterol than a Mediterranean diet. Other research indicates that vegetarianism may be associated with the lower blood pressure levels. High blood pressure and another key risk factor for heart disease. So there is a Mediterranean diet. I think I'm going to do it in the second video, the Mediterranean diet. Okay, now let's go to the second slide. So, in this slide, if you are doing the vegetarian diet, I think that some of you will be like, I'm worried about getting enough iron. So, aren't vegetarian diets low in iron? Not necessarily. Some vegans we know seem so thin and pale that we want to treat them to a 16-ounce sirloin. Yet, studies have shown that vegetarians who eat a balanced diet don't seem to have any more iron deficiency and anemia than meat eaters. Even though the iron in plant food is not as well as absorbed as the iron in the animal foods. Vegetarians usually eat a higher volume of iron-containing foods. Also, many plant foods naturally contain vitamin C, which aids the absorption of the iron. You don't have to eat red meat or make red blood to make red blood cells. Is it safe to feed children a vegetarian diet? Yes, you can raise a healthy vegetarian. It's relatively easy if your child's diet includes eggs, fish, and dairy products. Raising a little vegan requires more planning and nutritional know how to ensure that the child gets enough calcium, vitamin D, iron, vitamin B12, and some of the other B vitamins. Yes, children can grow normally on a diet of grains, legumes, and greens, yet it's a bit risky. A wise parent should seek periodic advice from a nutritionist experienced in vegan diets and practice these precautions. Protein is not a problem. Children can get all the proteins they need from plant foods only, especially whole grains, soy products, legumes, and nuts. Calcium may present a challenge, since traditional plant sources of calcium are not big favorites with children. Good luck getting your child to eat kale and collards. But many foods today are fortified with calcium, including calcium-fortified soy milk and orange juice, so a vegan child can get enough calcium without relying on supplements. Fortified foods such as cereals and soy beverages can also be a dietary source of vitamin B12. Getting enough calories may be another challenge in vegan diets. Veggies have a lot of nutrients per calorie, but not a lot of calories per cup. Tiny tummies fill up faster on lots of fiber, but fewer calories. One way to overcome this problem is to encourage your child to graze on small, frequent feedings that include higher calorie foods, such as nut butter, sandwiches, California avocados, nuts, and seeds for children over 4 years of age who can eat them safely. Pasta, dried fruits, and smoothies. Vegetarian children should get the nutrients they need from foods rather than pills, since pills don't provide calories and the nutrients from foods through the process of synergy are better for the body. The growth of some vegan children may appear to be slower because vegetarian children, like vegetarian adults, tend to be leaner. A child's position on the growth chart is not an accurate measure of the state of health. Where a child fits on the chart is influenced more by genes than by diet. Maintaining a vegetarian diet can be more challenging during periods in a person's life when there are extra nutritional needs, such as pregnancy, lactation, childhood, and adolescence. Once the person reaches adulthood, nutritional deficiencies are less of a concern. Even if your children do not remain vegetarians for life, by getting their little bodies accustomed to the taste and feel of a vegetarian diet, you have programmed them with a healthy eating pattern that will benefit them throughout life. Vegetarian children, because they get used to the comfortable after dinner feeling of a vegetarian meal, tend to shun or at least don't overdose on junk meats such as hot dogs and fast food burgers. Yet don't expect your child to go meatless all his life. Give your children a vegetarian start, and as they grow away from your nest, let them decide what eating pattern they will follow. They may find reasons, such as concern for cruelty to animals, that keep them on the veggie track. Model your excitement about eating a wide variety of plant-based foods. Serve them tastefully, and the rest is up to your child. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please like and subscribe and comment down below if you loved my my video, and watch my videos if you want in the screen. Bye.